What's going on YouTube? This is Chris. You might know me for my video walkarounds at work. I work at McLaughlin Ford and I do a lot of sales and video walkarounds, things like that. But today is going to be a little different. I'm doing a quick vlog. This will be my first time doing a vlog, so we'll see how this goes. So for those of you who don't know me, I live in Sumter, South Carolina, and I mainly focus on car content. Right now, as you can see, I own this Mark 7 GTI. Behind that, I have the 1998 Chevrolet S10, and then right there is my 2008 Mustang GT. So mainly what I like to do is do photography. I used to do like video edits, things like that for TikTok, Instagram. But I want to stretch out to YouTube, see what I can do on the platform. You know, maybe make some fun content for y'all, maybe some videos about buying cars, car sales, things like that. But today I'm actually thinking of just doing a quick tour of some of the vehicles I have here. Of course, the GTI, S10, Mustang, and just showing y'all a little bit about what's done to them and go into depth on what's going on there. All right, so first up, this is my 2016 Volkswagen Golf GTI. This is an SE. Let me see if I can go ahead and reach in my pocket, pull out the key here real quick. Got too many keys in my pocket. We'll go ahead and unlock her. Little issue with the taillights. These are aftermarket taillights. The reason they glitch like that is because originally they are not LED taillights. So I'm dealing with a little issue there. You can also see one of the other issues is this window tint is finally going out on me. So I'm going to eventually do the window tint. But one of the main things you can notice is different on the rear of this Golf, if you're familiar with Golfs, is this R400 bumper. Now, when I purchased this bumper was already on there. What had happened is it was in a rear end collision and the previous owner placed the bumper with this R400 kit. And you can see it's got a very aggressive diffuser, and there are supposed to be exhausts that go right there, but right now they are off the car. It's kind of dumping under the cab, but we're going to sort that out eventually. Moving on to the front real quick, I'll show you one of the upgrades I did up here was these drilled rotors. Now the factory rotors I had on this car were great, but they finally went out on me. They got really warped. I had a lot of shudder when I was braking, so I upgraded these. This was a very pricey upgrade at about $900 for both the front and the rear. I just have not installed the rear yet. The fronts were my main culprit, so that's what I tackled first. As you can see up front, pretty stock front end. It is also on lowering springs and Mark 6 Golf wheels, but I'll go into more detail about that later. Opening it right on up, all you have to do is kind of touch the handle right there and it'll unlock. One of the things I absolutely love about this car, and you can see this is the SE with the leather seats and some of the nicer trim, push button start instead of the key start and everything. But it is a 6-speed manual. I could have gone with the DSG option, but honestly, I like my manuals, so that's kind of what I went with, even though the DSGs are known to be a lot more reliable and faster. But this does have a DKM Stage 2 clutch, which I'll go into detail about in just a second. Hopping into the driver's seat, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. You can see I'm just wearing shorts and slides, but it's got a pretty gnarly exhaust on it. You can see the clutch is very stiff on this one. But we'll give everything a second to fire up, and I'll show you what I mean by the clutch being a little different. It was a Stage 2 DKM clutch with a single mass flywheel, and I'm going to hop out the vehicle and show you that real quick. As you can hear down there, it's probably not too clear right now, but this does have a little bit of chatter, which is quite normal for this clutch. I'll go ahead and I'll pop the hood for y'all. I love this car because it has hood struts, so there's absolutely no bar to lift up or anything. Hopefully y'all can hear me really well, but we'll talk about the engine bay real quick. All right, so this has got the RS3 coil packs, the RS7 spark plugs, as well as the InGen polished intake, and it will be getting tuned here very shortly with APR. It is running a tune right now. I am not sure of the origins of the tune, as it was a previous owner that did it. But also on the car is a CTS turbo inlet pipe. and a CTS turbo downpipe, which gives you the stage 2 upgrades. But as you can kind of hear, it's got that really massive clutch chatter right now. It does bug the crap out of me sometimes, but honestly, I'm kind of used to it by now. Just take a look at the stance of this rear. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and see about giving y'all a sound clip real quick. Alright, that kind of sums it up for the Golf. I'm sweating a little bit. It's a very humid day here. But we're going to go on to the S10 here real quick. So walking around my 98 S10 real quick, going to lose a little bit of daylight here. It looks like it's going to get dark. This may look like, honestly, a piece of junk. And it, for the most part, was. We put a little bit of love into it to get it running back right. But there is something very surprising about this truck that I think is going to surprise a lot of y'all. So let me do this quick walk around, and I'm going to come on inside and show y'all the main event. Go ahead and unlock it. Hopping into this truck, you can see absolutely nothing spectacular. It's actually a little dark in here. Let me see if I could turn the brightness up. But I'm going to go ahead and crank it up. Get the wheel straight. And I'll show you right there. 61,359 original miles on this truck. This was actually my first truck that I grew up with, and we purchased this back in, I believe, 2016, 2017, with only 30,000 original miles on it. And I've driven it, you know, back and forth to school when I was a teenager, you know, a little bit through college before I bought my first Mustang, and this kind of sat on the sidelines. Now, there's nothing particularly too crazy about this truck. If honestly, I kind of beat this one up a lot through the years. I'll show you one cool thing this does have is this 8-inch Sundown Competition subwoofer. For this little single cab truck, I thought that was pretty gnarly. If y'all want me to go over a full setup on this, I can. I think y'all will probably be more interested in that car. But I will be doing some stuff with this on the YouTube channel in the future. As you can see, if I come around to the back, pretty standard bed. It does have a roll pan. This was in an accident, and we started to do the body work on it. If y'all knew me back in the day, y'all would have known I had a blue Mustang GT right before I had that one. But that one was wrecked. But actually, that blue paint that we painted that car was originally intended for this. We were going to paint it a really nice candy blue. I was going to lower it. I was going to make it a mini truck. And I think that is going to be the plan moving forward into the future. I don't know yet. I think this is just going to be the daily for now, so I can keep miles off the Golf and put some love into that car. But I got a lot of things in the work for this channel, so stay tuned. Last but not least, we have the project car. This is my 2008 Mustang GT. It's a premium package. It's got quite a bit of aftermarket stuff done to it. It currently does not run right now. I'm chasing an issue with an alternator, so the car is not getting sufficient power, and it smokes a little bit, so I have to figure that out. But I'll go ahead and show y'all around this. It looks like the battery's dead, so I will go ahead and unlock it for y'all. As you can see, car parts all around it because it's just a project, and I really haven't driven it in a long time, so it does have the red interior. This is a premium package, fully loaded, so it's got quite a bit of stuff on it. And if I go around to the trunk, I'll go ahead and pop that. And you can see I also have the S550 clear vector lights. Pop the trunk for y'all. Lots of car parts in here. You can see some of the stuff I have planned for this car right away. You can see some pipes back there, coilovers, but I have a ton of stuff in the work for this car, but it's going to be quite some time probably before I'll be able to work on it. But if y'all are interested in knowing a little more about this car, It was up for sale at one point, but I think I'm gonna just work on it. But if y'all want to make an offer on it, feel free. I mean, hey, I'm always looking to get rid of stuff for the right price. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna conclude the little vlog I had for today. I gotta go get ready for the gym and probably get ready for bed so I can go to work in the morning. And if y'all want to see more vlog content, let me know what y'all would like to see on the channel. I'm sure I could go more in depth with this car, the Mustang, the truck, but whatever y'all are interested in seeing, even if it's sales tips or anything at McLaughlin Ford, I'd be happy to go over that with y'all. But just stay tuned. Thank you.